Sudan is reportedly facing economic turmoil as its currency plummets in value following the ongoing conflict between the Sudanese armed forces and the paramilitary rapid support forces. Now, Sudanese analysts say the ongoing conflict has significantly impacted the country's currency, causing it to deteriorate to around a quarter of its value against the US dollar. Well, since the crisis began in April last year, as residents are directly facing the, of course, repercussions of the depreciating currency. Now, let's have more details of that in this report by Khadija Tijala.
Amid the conflict in Sudan, the productive sectors have been greatly affected, leading to stagnant exports, a sharp devaluation of the national currency, and a decrease in public revenues. This situation has been exacerbated by nearly a year of war in Sudan, which has pushed the economy to the brink of collapse. Official estimates indicate a substantial 40% contraction in the country's GDP, highlighting the significant decline in Sudan's economic performance due to the ongoing conflict. Meanwhile, Hawa, a local resident in Sudan, expressed her deep concern about the high cost of living in the country amidst the challenging situation.
The situation is indeed safer and people are returning home as they can't afford high rental costs in the States, but food and other commodities are extremely high and there's no work here, so it's a really complicated situation.
Mutasim, a bus driver, also voiced his frustration about the high fuel prices, likening the economic crisis to a war within a war.
The movement of people and transportation is better, but fuel prices and living costs are very high and changing every day. We're seeing another economic war inside the war.
Muhammad, an independent analyst, remarked on the increased demand for foreign currencies, attributing it to the government's import of essential goods. He said this has resulted in currency fluctuations, ultimately impacting consumers who bear the brunt of high prices.
The high demand for foreign currencies by the government to import basic commodities has resulted in currency fluctuations, and so consumers have to pay more. And the ongoing conflict has further deteriorated the situation, resulting in a significant decline in economic activity.
Sudan's conflict is escalating every day without any prospect of peace in the near future. Experts have warned that the pound will continue to decline as scheme Bs are demanding the economy aimed to severe scarcity of foreign currencies, a trend which will impact millions of lives in the country. The Sudanese war began on April 15, 2023, when violent clashes erupted between the Sudanese armed forces and the paramilitary rapid support forces in Sudan, resulting in the displacement of more than 8.6 million people, including internally displaced people, asylum seekers and refugees. This conflict exacerbated many of Sudan's existing challenges, including ongoing conflicts, disease outbreaks, economic and political instability, and climate emergencies. For African News, Khadija